What have I gotten myself into?
It's like a ghost town. Not a lot of people even boarded up their places because they said if the winds are as bad as forecasters predict, plywood isn't going to save their house or their buildings.
All the way down.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us today for WIS Live at 5. I'm Kara Gromley and we have some breaking news to tell you about today. 2 employees at the Lee Correctional Institution are being held hostage by 2 inmates. Charleston Harbor, sunset, beautiful, hauntingly so. We're going to take you on a walk tonight, but a word of warning. After going on this tour, you may want to sleep with the lights on. I get something. Oh, my Lord. A small shark. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us, everybody, for WIS Live at 5. I'm Kara Gormley, and our top story today, the ending of an 11-month mission and an exciting new chapter of the exploration of space. Jim Henchat has more from Washington. This is for all the money.
This is for $20,000. Yeah, it's in. It's in. It's in. Ah, circle the cup.
Basic training, it's 9 weeks long. I only stayed in the military 2 days as a private.
Row.
Crawling under barbed wire, exhausted, dirt trickling down my back.
Of course, high tide is occurring right now. I wish I could give you a picture of the seas right now. It's too dark out there to show you, too misty, but I have never seen waves this big. It reminds me of the opening of Hawaii 5-0, these huge waves. And we stuck Tim Brown along Interstate 77 this afternoon as folks start their long holiday weekend trips. Tim, it's good to see you. I had half a feeling you might hop in a car and head to the Keys yourself.
Just lean back.
Just lean back, he said.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Go.
Here's the microphone.
And Steve, you know, since you're being a little sarcastic with me, I guess I'm just going to have to leave you with this and say, gee, buddy, I wish you were here, Steve. A Lexington family is on standby, waiting for a phone call that could save their little girl's life. 8-year-old Vanna Dorn is the only child in South Carolina on a waiting list for a heart transplant. She and her parents have their bags packed and are ready to go if the Medical University of South Carolina calls. It's an operation that could mean life or death.
Thank you, God, for my mommy, my dad, and my grandma.
8-year-old Vanna Dorn's life depends on an answer to her prayers.
And my aunts and uncles. Thank you, Lord, for everything, and please make my heart get better. Amen.
For Dave and Tina Dorn, mealtimes at their Lexington home are special. They know any meal could be their last, together as a family.
Vanna's had surgeries and things since she was born. She was born with holes in her heart.
It's a big hole in my heart. And I've got a pacemaker and it's a little box that controls the bottom of my heart.
She had heart failure at 12 days old.
Since that time, Vanna has suffered heart attacks, endured a number of heart surgeries, and in December, her kidneys failed.
When they flew her off in the helicopter, they gave us a couple pictures of her, you know, with tubes everywhere, and you know, you thought that would maybe be the last time you seen her, you know.
Vanna's spirit helped her bounce back. And while she looks and acts like a healthy kid, Vanna is very sick. This little girl needs a heart transplant. With a new heart, doctors say Vanna should be able to lead a normal life. What does this heart mean to you?
A lot, like a dream come true.
Precious little baby there. She's the only one, and you know our whole world revolves around her.
And hopefully we'll get a new heart, and she'll be able to run and jump and play like everybody else.
A bunny holding a Bible is her good luck charm and is never far from her side. Do you ever get afraid of dying?
Yeah.
You think about that?
I know I'm going to go to heaven one day, though, when it's my time.
A cross around Vanna's neck represents her faith. Faith that she'll get a new heart. Faith that she will live out her dream of becoming a nurse and helping others.
Carol, when you talk to folks who've been through basic training, it's something they never forget.
You've got that right, Susan. You know, last year, 28,000 soldiers actually graduated from basic training. That's 28,000 people that'll take a little bit of Fort Jackson with them no matter where they go in the country or in the world for that matter. Tough exercises like what I'm about to show you really help bond the soldiers together. I do have to warn you, though, some of the video at the end of the story is a little bit graphic.
A normal fall afternoon on the bayonet range at Fort Jackson. Drill sergeants demonstrate what we need to do when we hit the course.
Do you understand?
Now it's our turn.
All right, soldiers, pay attention. You must step forward and plunge that bayonet deep into your enemy's chest.
Looking around, I see the other soldiers are intense. Me? I stab at the target, but I have to admit, I'm lacking that killer instinct. From here,
Move.
we run to the bayonet obstacle course. Keep in mind that we've been up since 5 a.m., and the thought of running a half-mile course with equipment, well, it's unappealing. Not wanting to be a wimp, I forge ahead over the first barricade. To add to the pressure, the sounds of war and angry drill sergeants.
You gotta kill that enemy. You thrust hard with that weapon deep into your enemy's body. Do it. Get mad. Get mad.
Crawling under barbed wire, exhausted, dirt trickling down my back. I know the part of basic training that I've been dreading all day long is where I'm headed next.
Now that is going to be bad if you don't do it right.
Sergeant First Class Kenneth Yeldington prepares us for the gas chamber.
It'll be real smoky, small room.
He's talking about a small room filled with tear gas, the gas often used to break up riots.
You must break the seal of the mask so that the drill sergeant can see your face, state your name, rank, and social security number.
This is one of the most stressful times during basic training because you hear horror stories about it.
Sometimes you may even see soldiers that lose control of themselves and they're going to spaz.
Waiting in line to go into the chamber is nerve-wracking. As you get closer to the building, you can start to feel your skin burn through the fatigues. But the worst part, seeing the people who come out of the chamber. The wait is over. It's my group's turn to go in. Less than 10 minutes later, we exit the chamber. My eyes sting worse than any chlorinated swimming pool I've ever been in. Smoke fills your lungs, making you gag. But I do feel relief that it's over. So do the other soldiers. After these soldiers graduate from basic, they could go anywhere in the country. But making it through tough times like this is what makes Fort Jackson something they will never forget.
And Susan and Steve, since this series started to air, I've been receiving tons of emails, getting stopped on the street from World War II veterans, from Desert Storm veterans, people telling me about their experiences in basic training. I had a lot of fun out here, but I've gained so much respect for everything that these people go through. And Susan, I know with your dad, you probably get that feeling too.